Man. Man. Okay. Let me get to it. If I can get to the fucking screen.
Sedale Young, they feel me in Belgium. When I die, I'm going back to
oh man,
I fell
from. y'all in here already, huh? Let me get to the top. Plastic Bowls, Shanta Dennis, Taylor Green, Peaches, Guess, Rashonda, Jessica J, LaChastity, what is up? Miss Mello, what up? Let me put the word out. Rich Tate, what up? Let me put the word out, y'all. I really wanted to be an athlete. Okay, so it's the Olympics every time me and the track meet. I'm so ahead of my time, I'm finna lap me. I know the Lord is not shelter from the black sheep. I ain't gotta act street, you can ask me. It was nothing to get off the key like a whack beat. I'm gonna let people get in here, y'all. We're gonna vibe for a minute. Y'all go and get what you need, get the drink, get the smoke. What's up, Damaris? Taylor Green, Tamika, what up? Some niggas really tried to whack me. Y'all don't really know the feeling. Prince ain't from Queens, but I see Supreme dope dealing. Give people time to get in here while we vibe for some sci-hi. KIA. Welcome. At the age of 19, I had to coop no ceilings. Welcome. John Brown, what up? Gina Regina, what up? Malcolm Xavier, what up? I got a homie who y'all hit that like button on your way in. What's up, Rant Radio? Man, we got some shit to talk about tonight, y'all. When it rains, it pours, caught in the monsoon. I'm hoping that this day will come soon. Just in time. Rapid beating on the table in the lunchroom. Giving people time to get in, so don't worry. I'm giving people a couple minutes. Y'all know how we do. Believe you liking that shirt? Appreciate it. It's an old one. Real talk, what up, man? What's up, man? You feeling ignored? A journey with Jess. Appreciate the love, y'all. If you go donate, don't do it through the super chat. Look in the description box. Donate via my Patreon or via the Cashapp that's in the description box. Any bullshit will be super chat. Mad love to you. Monica, what up? Nat Cole, what up? Met before all my friends shitted on me. Playing sideline bus in the middle of the street. I got some time. It's cool. What's up, brother Dylan? One man's trash is another man's treasure. And I mean okay. Peaches, okay. What it is, Peaches, hey, if that's what it is, then fine. Let me mind my business. That's what I'll do. I survived. I mind my business. I knew I would be famous, my nigga. I'm not surprised. Came a long way from hamburgers and apple pies. I was so broke, sometimes I couldn't ask for fries. But I knew that God had a plan for me. All the problems in my life made a man of me. MJK, what up? To my folks in Scottsdale. Black by Popular, the man, what up? What's up, Newbie and Khaleesi? Just don't put your hands on me. I'm side high, but everybody over Dan on me. Yes, a devil young, they feel me in Belgium. But when I die, I'm going back to the heavens I fell from. I fell from. Back to the heavens I fell from. Sedale Young, they feel me in Belgium. But when I die, I'm going back to the heavens I fell from. Jessica J, check the description box. If you want to order some t-shirts, check the description box. Miss Peaches, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. Let me get this shit turned down. Y'all let me know if I'm sounding clear. If y'all can hear, let me turn this up because I actually I have something to play for y'all. I got a couple things to play for y'all. Couple things to play for y'all. To bring the show in. Okay, everybody say I'm sounding good, okay. Okay. What's up, Sharonda? All right, first and foremost, let me say mad love to everybody that's here with me right now. The people just gonna catch it later on. Mad love to you too. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and share this video on your way in. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what it is. As you can see, I have several things to go through here tonight. Several things. No, I don't have a new tat, Rich Tate. That's just birds. If you're seeing, it's probably an array of birds, nothing new going on. But I do have several things to get through here tonight. So y'all be patient with me. I know y'all gonna be commenting. I will open it up for comments. Y'all know how I do, but I know I'm about to be rolling. And I won't be able to see all what's going on in the chat. To my mods, mad love to y'all. Y'all keep the disrespectful motherfuckers out of here. Y'all already know what to block. If people just want to disagree, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But any disrespectful extra shit, just go ahead and get them the fuck up out of here early. We ain't got time for that shit in here tonight. We got shit to talk about. First and foremost, we're going to talk about this viral video. Some of you may have seen it already. Some of you may have seen this video already. I do want to come out and say first, before I even play this video, that this is not a real life situation. This was done as a skit to bring awareness to it's a very serious situation in the Black community, and that is the molestation of our daughters at the hands of would-be boyfriends, mama's named boyfriends. This is something that is very common here. I'm going to play it. It's about a minute and a half. It's up on Instagram, so it'll be in 30-second increments. I'm going to play this out here. If you haven't seen it already, you'll be able to hear it here. So let's get into it. I'll turn it up a little bit more. Mom's in the kitchen wiping the counter down.
Mom. What? I have something talking about you came in my room again. What? You came in my room.
She's telling her mom that the mom's boyfriend came in her room.
Well, I mean, okay, you came in your room again. What? Yeah, what? He touched me. Touch you how? How the fuck did he touch you now, She? Like, I'm really, for real. And at this point, you really starting to get on my motherfucking nerves. Like, he is a good man. Here you.
She's telling mom what's going on. Boyfriend came in the room and touched her. Mom's like, here you go with this goddamn bullshit again.
Oh, with this same bullshit. I thought we had this fucking conversation already. I don't even want to fucking do this shit no more. So what else? What did you want to tell me? Tell me. He touched you. What did you do? What did you do for him to touch you?
I didn't do anything. I was asleep. It was after y'all came back from the club.
You know what? Your dumb ass, every time I look up, you got so last night when me and him came from the club. He came in your room last night. What did you do? What the fuck did you do?
I was asleep.
Okay, and then he did what? What the fuck did he do? What did he do to you?
He touched me.
Touched you where?
Touched me in the wrong places.
I'm sick of this bullshit. For real. This is a good motherfucking man. You running around all day with motherfucking booty shorts. What the fuck was you doing when he came over here and he came out the room?
Why are you mad at me? It's your boyfriend.
You my motherfucking daughter. You trying to take my motherfucking man. That's a problem.
I'm not trying to
go with the same bullshit.
Daughter wearing booty shorts around the house.
That's a problem. Why did you wear the little ass shorts when he here?
You bought them?
Okay, I fucking bought them for you. Yeah. When my man come up in this motherfucker, you ain't supposed to have one.
Oh, you don't believe you don't have a side in my mind?
It ain't got shit to do with size. This is a good motherfucking man. He paid his bills.
I want to be here, so I'm gonna just call police.
Oh, bitch, call the police. You can get the fuck out of my motherfucking.
Take your.
Now, y'all got the gist of that. Now, again, that wasn't official. It was just put out here. The two women who did the video, their names are Tori Lowe and Liz Brown. They did the video to bring awareness to the issue that's happening in the Black community. A lot of times, moms basically doing what we've heard of this story many times. You know, it's something that goes on within the Black community, where mom, you know, dad's out of the house, mom has a boyfriend in the house, and daughter goes to mom with story of some type of abuse or sexual molestation. Mom writes it off. He's a good man. He's paying these bills. What are you doing to entice him? You shouldn't be wearing short clothes around him. You're basically baiting him. And, you know, it becomes a competition of, well, you trying to take my man. This is what goes on in reality. Now, when I saw this, I didn't say anything at first because I was just like, well, what the fuck? This shit is way too fucking crazy. And it came out the next day that it was just a skit to bring awareness, something that we refuse to talk about in the Black community. This is one of those things that we like to try to keep on the hush. We try to keep this shit on the low. And in my lifetime, I've talked to many Black women where this is a story that's familiar. They go to mom with some with some truth about maybe something that the boyfriend is doing, and the mom writes it off. The mom ignores it. It's something that, you know, the mom is more interested in keeping the man, the quote unquote good man, even though he's a full blown molester, keeping that good man. And this is happening to children that are in this situation. This little girl is supposed to be 16 years old in this, but they get younger than that. They get younger than that. And this is happening. And as a father, when I saw this shit, here's one thing I noticed within the Black community, even in situations like this, where the daughter is reporting this to the mom. The times that these things happen, it's almost like, well, where can the daughter get in contact with the man, with the father? Where is he? Now, a lot of Black fathers who aren't in the home, they have a certain mentality that if it's not happening directly to them, if it's something that the mom's going through, whether it be any type of abuse, it's happening in the mom's house, they don't necessarily give a fuck what's going on here. A lot of times mom's suffering, mom's abuse is looked over by the fathers. A lot of times it's looked over. This daughter should have been able to call her daddy, and daddy should have been able to come over there and murder the motherfucker. Murder, full-blown murder. And take the child out of the house. That's what you have to be prepared to do. This is happening, and daughters aren't being able to go tell their dads what's going on, whether dad's AWOL or not. And I always tell dads, stay close. You have to know what's going on, because if mom isn't going to do the protection in the house, it's your job to step in and do the protection in the house. And a lot of fathers out here see if mom going through something fucked up, they celebrate in that. That's fine. Any abuse, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. My kids' moms have bodyguard for the rest of their lives, because I don't think there's nothing positive about my kids' moms going through some type of abusive situation, my children being in an abusive situation with some random ass man. There's nothing positive about that to me. I don't celebrate that. I don't revel in that. That's something that we have to do better as protection of our children. And me, I believe that you, as a father, you should protect your child's mom as well. Doesn't matter to me. The situation doesn't matter what's going on. That mom, because they're connected to that child, they deserve protection as well. Now, in this case, this mom don't necessarily deserve protection, but you need to be taking your daughter, beat his ass and take your daughter out of this situation. That's a father's job. I don't care the situation. I know people rag on me about, you know, the situations of people co-parents and people want to, you know, act like it's some separate thing. No, it should be a fucking team. It's teamwork to me. That's what it's about. Should no man come over your child. And for any father, should no woman come over your child. It shouldn't be happening like that. If mom don't want to deal with it, then that's where dad steps in. Take that child out of the house. That's what's supposed to happen. But a lot of times our daughters are left out here fending for themselves, which caused them to have a resentment. And as they get older, they'll have a resentment for men because they ain't been able to rely on men. They ain't even been able to rely on their own fathers. That creates a residual effect that we see in society. That creates that. And then these women grow up with this baggage, and nobody wants to talk about what the root of the baggage is. And we have to start dealing with that as Black people. We can't continue to look this shit off. We can't continue to turn the would-be other cheek. We can't continue to do that because this is a very serious issue. I've talked to too many Black women that have been sexually abused when they were children. Too many. Then I always want to know, well, what happened to the motherfucker? Nothing. Nothing's happening to the people. They're just out here. And if your mom and dad aren't going to protect you, then who will? Who can you trust? That is a situation that's created. There are residual effects of this type of abuse in the Black community. So I would advise any woman out here who has children, pay attention to what's going on. I don't agree with having strange men all around your kids, but if it's somebody that you're going to be with like that, if it's somebody you're going to be with like that, make sure you pay attention to what's going on. Listen to your children. Listen to them. And it doesn't matter if your daughter walk around in booty shorts or not. It doesn't matter. Listen to your child. That man should be, I don't give a fuck how many bills he paying. He needs to be the fuck up out of there if he's not killed first. He needs to be the fuck up out of your house. Fathers, understand, this is no win if mama's in, even if this was a DV situation. We're gonna get to DV here in a minute. That's not a win. If your child's mom is being abused, that's not a win for you. That's not a win for the team. Because your child is in a situation that's dysfunctional, that's toxic. And that's not going to do good for that child's psyche in any type of way. So you may not be in love with the kid's mom or whatever. But you should be in love with your child enough to know that your child loves their mom. So that should grant some protection. Period. And you should be meeting these guys, talking to these guys. Even if your kid's mom, a lot of men in situations like this, a lot of men get jealous and they don't want to necessarily come around in those situations. They don't want to be around the situation, but you need to be meeting these men that's going to be around your kids. They need to know that you're there. They need to understand that you would do anything for your child, even if that means murdering you. I'll do that. If that's what I have to do, that's just what I have to do. They need to understand that. They need to know that you're there to protect your child no matter what. And that's something we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to deal with that in the Black community. That's something we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to do a better job of protecting our kids, mothers and fathers alike. There are way too many of our daughters growing up with situations or stories of sexual assault. And nobody did anything. Way too many. It's too common. See, our mothers and fathers, we got to get on our jobs. We have to get on our jobs. You're going to be bringing people into situations. We have to get on our jobs. Because our kids are looking to us to protect them. And if not, if you don't protect them, and this is your sons too, we have to stop ignoring our sons. We got to stop. Our sons are being molested within our communities as well. It's not just our daughters. It's also our sons as well. Nobody wants to talk about that. Men don't want to talk about that when they go through these types of traumatic events when they're young, because it's looked at as a weakness. It's embarrassing to be affected by that, to be traumatized by that. But it's our job, no matter what. And you may have to take that child up out the house. Be ready for that. When I saw this shit, it made me, you know, because you'll see stories like this. It made me just like, even though it's a skit, it's real. This is really happening. Women are really living through this, and it creates a residual effect throughout their adult life as well. A lot of people will be mommy issues. A lot of people have daddy issues. There's these issues that's coming from somewhere. And a lot of it have to do with lack of protection, neglect, abuse. And that's stuff that we can control by letting our kids see that I got you. If nobody else does, I do. We have to do that work. This segues me into the next topic of domestic violence, domestic abuse. It's where Bow Wow comes into play here. Now, a lot of people look at Bow Wow as a fucking joke, man. A lot of people look at this guy as a joke. They don't take him seriously at all. He's a laughing stock, essentially. That's what he is. He recently got into a situation with his girlfriend. A lot of y'all done seen the mug shots. Bow Wow face fucked up, look like maybe Wolverine got a hope to the nigga's face. Maybe. You know, him and his girlfriend get into some type of altercation. They put the mug shots out. Bow Wow looked like Logan done got hope to his ass. And his girlfriend sitting there chilling. Upon this mugshot being exposed, what happened was that people decided to clown Bow Wow. They clowned him for being in a situation where apparently he got his ass whooped with a lamp. Like, he got his ass whooped with a lamp. Somebody say why they got mugshots is because anytime you're in a DV situation, they arrest both parties. Doesn't matter who did what, both parties are arrested. And when I saw this, you know, when I saw people clowning his ass, I tried to put myself in the mindset as to what he could have possibly been thinking to allow all of this. Now, I done been hit before, but I ain't never had my ass whooped with a lamp. I ain't never been, you know, scarred up like he got fucked up in the game. People was clowning him. Now, we know if the situation would have been flipped. We saw Rihanna's face when she got into her altercation with Chris Brown. We saw her face. And there was a huge outcry for her. For men, there is no outcry at all. When men are victims of any type of domestic abuse whatsoever, there is no outcry. Even if you are trying to tell your side of the story, even talking about it like it was something traumatic that you went through, you'll be treated like shit if you're a man. If you're a woman, you're rallied around. Everybody comes in to support you, make sure you're okay, and, you know, talks about how trash these abusive ass men are out here. But women are able to get away with this. And of course, you're going to see people saying, well, women need to keep their hands to themselves. And that's true. But then to me, my mind, I have to think about the would be psychology behind a woman even being able to feel like this is cool. Because women don't come out of their womb, ready to fight no man. This is something that has been normalized in this society, where a woman can beat a man's ass because she's mad about something he may have done, something he may have said, find a number in his phone, can beat his ass, smack him, punch him, beat his ass, bust out his car windows, scratch up his car, spray paint her fucking name on it doesn't matter. That is clapped up. That gets a woman a round of applause. And it doesn't matter where you see it. Even when you look at the movies on television, this has always been celebrated. If a woman gets mad, slap a dude real quick. Just slap him. He deserved it. This is society that says this. He deserved to be slapped. But I would argue if he ain't hit you, he don't deserve to be slapped. Now, you may be mad, you may be heartbroken, leave. The terrorism, vandalism, and abuse, I don't see how that is okay. Even for women to say that's okay. But if Bow Wow knock her the fuck out, then it's a problem. Society don't celebrate that. It's only one way the abuse is celebrated. Let's say we get in a situation where a woman cheats on a man. I know y'all think that's crazy. I know y'all think that doesn't happen. I know y'all think that women never do that. They do. Let's say a man finds a text from a dude to his woman phone. If he punch her in the fucking face, there is no justification, according to the public. No justification. He don't get to just say, well, shit, she fucking somebody else, I'm going in. She said something I didn't like, so I punched her in the mouth. Motherfucker, look at that dude like, motherfucker, you got some issues. Nobody looks at women that way. At all. They should be looked at that way. Now, I don't believe in, sitting here squaring up and stealing off, like using tactics, like really literally boxing. I don't believe in that, but a motherfucker ain't about to put their goddamn hands on me like that. Now, I've allowed it before, because again, it was in my mindset that a man is not supposed to hit a woman. That was the mentality. That was what society had taught me. That's what you hear when you're coming up in, even when you're being raised by mother and father. Look, don't hit no women. Don't hit them. Don't do that. No matter what. Don't do it. So I've allowed that before in my younger day. I've allowed it in my younger day. Now, no. If a motherfucker can get ready to cop back and hit me, I'm going to deal with that shit real quick. Women picking up items, wanting to swing on dudes. At the point where a woman has an item in her hand, she just became a man. Caitlyn Jenner. She became Caitlyn. She didn't change. She trans, she transsexual once she pick up a goddamn weapon. Because at that point, you pick up a goddamn chair or something, then goddamn it, the odds are even at this point. So now if I got to punch you or something, then that's not my fault. Because I know people say women don't have the strength that men got. I know women don't have the strength that men got. But once she picked up something, now this is clearly it got to be fair game at this point. Motherfuckers always telling men to walk away. You done been hit already. Why ain't nobody telling women to walk away? You see. It's that double standard that we have in this society. The normalizing, even when you look at these love movies, a woman can slap a man and that's cool. Slap the shit out of him, burn his clothes. He cheated, he deserved it, burn all his clothes. Vandalize his property, This shit is clapped up. But if a man defends himself, there's a problem. If a man doesn't defend himself, then he gets clowned, like people clowning Bow Wow's ass. And some of these women can fight, y'all. Believe it or not. Some of these women can fight for real. They'll square up with you, full blown, because they haven't been taught not to hit a man. That's what men are taught. Women aren't taught not to hit a man, don't vandalize a man's property, don't do any of that. That's not a lesson that they're getting from home. If he hurt your feelings, he deserves to be hit. He deserves whatever's coming to him if he hurts your feelings. Now, if a man hit a woman, you got motherfucking abusive ass dudes out here that just hitting women because the food cold or some shit, you know, crazy motherfuckers out here. He deserves to get his ass knocked the fuck out. Frying pan or something upside his head, you know. I ain't got no mercy or no love for that motherfucker. He deserves whatever he get. But if you done found him sending a dick pic off and got some emojis with some heart eyes or something on it, you know, he fucking his secretary or something like that. Yeah. To me, that's not worthy of a woman hitting a man. Because a man can't hit a woman based on those things. It should be even playing field when we talk about putting our hands on each other. A man can't say, well, shit, I found it was a whole dick pic. It was the dick pic. It was in her phone. I couldn't, you know. That shit's wrong. And we have to stop teaching our daughters that shit's cool. If we're going to be teaching our sons to not put your hands on a woman, we need to teach our daughters the same thing. Don't put your hands on no man. I don't give a fuck what society talking about. If your feelings is hurt, leave him. Just leave. That's it. If he ain't hit you physically, then leave. If he hasn't assaulted you in any type of way, physical assault, then there's no need for you to react with physical assault. If you are going to react with physical assault, then your ass better know how to fight, or hope his ass don't know how to fight. Because he might not be one of them dudes that's just going to let a woman hit him and he just walk away. Or curl up in a ball and just wait for it to be over. We got to teach our kids different. Because should nobody be putting their hands on anybody for nothing. Period. Y'all can't be clowning Bow Wow as a victim because he's a victim, and then it's cool for, you know, but if a woman's a victim, then everybody's showing support and all this. That's just not, that ain't right. And we got to fix these issues with our kids. Because I got told not to hit a woman. I got told that. That was lessons that you never do that. But women aren't getting that same lesson. And we need to spread this shit around. Some of y'all agreeing. It's out of, I mean, it's out of control. Somebody saying I'm promoting domestic abuse. How this is what makes the situation is hard to talk. It's a difficult subject for people because if you saying everybody should keep their hands to themselves, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just keep their hands to themselves. That's how it should go. Don't nobody hit nobody. If your feelings hurt, just walk away, leave. Don't talk to them no more. Break up with them. Divorce them if you're married, whatever, you know. But women shouldn't have open range to be sitting around hitting dudes in the face, punching dudes in the face, busting out car windows. That shit ain't cool. And if a dude responds to that by knocking her ass out, then I'm not going to blame him for that. That doesn't make any sense. He didn't pay good money for that car. Like, motherfucker making $500 monthly payments on this motherfucker, and she just get to key it up because it's outside of a bitch house or something like that. I mean, whatever the situation is, she just get to bust the windows out, and I mean, but a man can't treat a woman car like that. That's a problem. Men out here getting their little feelings hurt too. Out here being disrespected because a lot of times in arguments, them shits can be heated. Motherfuckers is saying anything to each other. A woman feel like if she get called a bitch, then it's all you deserve to fight this motherfucker. But dudes getting called bitches to their face, little dick, sorry ass, trash ass, broke ass, fuck boy ass, hoe ass, you know. They get anything. They get anything. Anything. Mad love, Brendan Burrow. Mad love, brother. Men have to hear any type of verbal abuse. It don't matter what it is. And you got to take it. A man can hear all of that and be like, shut up, bitch. I know you ain't called me no bitch. And then there's a fight right there. It's like, you didn't call me everything in the book. Then threw the book over here, call me everything in it, then throw the bitch over here. And I tell you, get your bitch ass out of here. Go, oh, you ain't call me no bitch. I'm about like, no, that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right. And we gotta change that shit. And y'all women stop thinking that shit is okay, because it's not. It's not okay for a man to be abusing a woman at all. In any type of way. Those are coward fuckboys, if you ask me. Because a lot of dudes feel like, you know, even in a situation like that, and women too, people that do abuse people, they think they can control people with the abuse. It's a psychological game. They can control them with the abuse. I had this dude I used to hang out with. I used to kick it with him. And his girlfriend was one of those, she was a big chick, you know, kind of loud a little bit, aggressive woman. But she would call his ass stupid in front of anybody. You stupid ass nigga, you know, smack his head like he was a fucking child, like, which you shouldn't be slapping your kid's head like that. But she would son him in front of everybody, and he didn't do anything. Some of these dudes, they weak on the inside, so they're gonna let a woman abuse them like that. But she didn't care. She had no respect at all for this man. He could make a simple mistake. Right, Epidemic Beast, exactly. A simple mistake, and she would son him in front of all of us. And I would always be looking like, what the fuck? And I couldn't feel necessarily sorry for him, because it's like, dude, like, you're a grown man. All you gotta do is have some heart one time. And this shit may stop. But I've seen this situation happen in real life. And the shit's not okay. And we can call dudes, you know, bitches and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? We can call them fuck boys, like you're a coward, you know, gonna let her son you like that. But everybody ain't got this, they ain't got the fight in them. In the same way, any woman that will be going through this, don't nobody be sitting here and say, oh, you know, you a coward, you sit here and let them do that. You know, I know if you let it, women will say that about women that let men do it continuously. But then the psychology of that woman is looked at. It's called battered woman syndrome. They'll look into the psychology of a woman to see what's causing her to allow this behavior. With men, there is no looking into the psychology. Ain't no compassion. Ain't no compassion at all for the men. And as black folk, we need to start having something. Man, we can easily look at these motherfuckers like, man, that's a bitch ass nigga right there. Man, oh, hoe ass Bow Wow letting this girl beat his ass like that. But I don't know Bow Wow's mentality. I know he's probably taught like I was, that you don't hit a woman. Now, according to the story, he did. She's saying he hit her in places that they said they wouldn't, they wouldn't recognize. I guess maybe he hit her in the ribs or something, I don't know. Chopped her in the ribs, maybe a little chop move. That's what she's saying that he did. But I see no evidence of that at all. We have to stop letting shit like this happen, or where men are victims of any type of abuse and nobody gives a fuck. Somebody said top of the head, According to her, that he took her phone and his friends locked her in a room, and I don't see it. Not based on the mugshots. Again, I don't know the story, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all in the mugshot. He got his ass drugged down through there real bad, and she chilling. Black women, men and women, we need to find better ways to express our anger towards each other. Because all this abuse got to stop amongst us. It has to. This shit ain't normal. Black women, if you're going to square up with a man, be expecting. You don't know. You might get you a bow wow. You might. You might look up and get you a bow wow ass nigga. But everybody ain't bow wow. Everybody ain't him. Everybody not going to take it like that. Everybody not going to stand strong while they being abused. And just because a man isn't bow wow doesn't mean he's less of a man. He just ain't about to sit there and take getting hit in the face and shit. Now, I do advise anybody in any situation like this, just walk away before she even get close to your face. Because y'all, a lot of us, you know the woman you're dealing with. Just go ahead and just walk away. Walk away. But black men and women, we got to change this. Because when we get mad at each other, we go straight to some form of abuse, whether it be verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, for any type of abuse. That's the method we go to. That's how we treat each other. That's no good. Now, a lot of times people mend it up, say they sorry, keep moving on and shit like that. But no, we need to change our methods with dealing with each other, because we are all, both black men and women, are suffering too much abuse at the hands of each other. I know black people be talking about they need anger management or whatever, whatever y'all needing to do. Y'all need to figure out, we have to find another way as a people. We have to find another way. We got to find other ways to disagree. We got to find different ways to have arguments. They don't always have to be vile. They don't always have to be hateful, especially if that's somebody you're with, if that's somebody you're involved with like that. It don't always have to be like that. But that ends up what it always being. Motherfuckers start yelling and cussing. Somebody said, Evan said he need anger management for real. But we need to keep our hands to each other. And some of these women, some of these brothers out here that go through this type of abuse, they get their sisters and them on them. They'll call their people. Oh, okay. I can't fight you, but I got a cousin that will. I got a sister that will. Women too. Like, okay, motherfucker, I can't beat your ass. You a man. But let me call my brother. Let me call my uncle. Let me call my dad. They'll come deal with you. We have to find other ways, y'all. Seriously. We have to find other ways to deal with each other when we have disagreements. Heated disagreement, we have to find other ways. Because the shit we doing ain't healthy. It's not healthy at all. Spoken out. You say you throwing hands? He said in Bow Wow case, I'm throwing hands for certain. His face gonna scar. Soon as I see a lamp get in her hands, I don't see how anybody get close to me with a lamp. I try to put myself in his situation. Ain't nobody getting close to me with no lamp. I can't see it. Because the motherfucker got to come at you with a lamp. Lamp don't just happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, lamp ain't something that just happens out of the blue. Motherfucker gotta pick the lamp up, unplug that bitch, and come towards you with that motherfucker. Or at least get their hands around. Like, if I see I'm in an argument with a motherfucker and their hands is going to touch something, I'm like, wait a minute, why you what does you if you arguing with me, why are you reaching to, like, what's the lamp about? I'm already, you know, I'm already prepared, you know. If it's my own house, and here's another thing, it's hard for motherfuckers to flee their own house. It's difficult for you to run up out of your own shit. Now, if you at her shit and she go to get the lamp, just leave the house. Simple. But if you at your own house, it's just like, before a lamp even come at me like that, I'm tackling this motherfucker. I done picked up, and she getting that. Remember when Uncle Phil used to throw out, what was that, DJ Jazzy Jeff? The way she used to throw his ass out. I'm doing some shit like that. You know, she don't get the fuck up out of my house. Like, here, get the fuck out of here. You ain't about to take no damn lamp and run up on, like, we're not doing that. And you can call the police if you want to. You can tell them exactly what happened here. Like, this motherfucker grabbed the lamp. I had no choice. I didn't punch her. I just kindly sent her ass the fuck up out of my house because I ain't got time. And people get back together. Like, people get back together. Somebody said they caught him off guard. She caught him off guard. I don't turn my back. I don't turn my back on no woman that's mad. I ain't doing that. Don't know what's going on, but I ain't turning my damn back. I don't do that. I wouldn't know how to get caught off guard. If somebody is an aggressor in my presence, my back don't turn on them. No. No. Because I know, if you know how women raise in this society where fucking a dude up if they mad is cool, I know this, I'm not turning my back. Like, that ain't smart, you know? Like, that's not an intelligent method to use. Don't know what her life was, but I know that I know the climate. I know that women are allowed to go ham. I know that. And knowing that, I'm not turning my back. Not saying that she will, but goddamn it, I don't know. And I don't know is enough for me. That's all I need. Is that what they call a shadow of a doubt. I don't trust motherfuckers. Like, she blasting off, I'm cussing, and we fight, and I'm just gonna turn to go where? Where you going anyway? I ain't turning my back. But I don't know. I don't know what all happened, but I know damn well with a lamp, no. And a lot of people, when they go through shit like this, they get back together. They remain in the situation until next time. And then, you know, you have a relationship where people, they fight all the time. That's what they do. They argue all the time. They fight all the time. It becomes a normal part of their routine. Now, that shit ain't gonna last, but it becomes a normal part of the routine. Verbal abuse, physical abuse becomes a part of the love. No, you just make me crazy. I just don't know. Like, no, I didn't make you crazy. You came in like that. Uncle Phil, we just, no, I ain't make you crazy. You been like this. I don't fuck with it. But I'll end this by saying, Black people, we have to find another way. to deal with each other. We have normalized verbal abuse. We have normalized physical abuse, and we have completely ignored the plight of any man going through any type of abusive situation with a woman. Women don't get talked about. Like their behavior isn't abusive, but it can be. A lot of men going through domestic violence with their woman. We have to stop ignoring this shit. If we're going to be calling out men that are abusive, we need to call out women that are abusive. It needs to be even playing field with this shit. Because if not, women going to continue to run around here thinking they can do whatever the fuck they want. If their little feelings is hurt, they're going to think they can swing off on a man. And that shit it's really not real, because everybody ain't Bow Wow. Understand that. Everybody's not Bow Wow. Everybody not going to allow you to just do whatever the fuck you want. And then when a motherfucker knock you out, when a motherfucker put their hands on you in self-defense, you don't get to be the fucking victim. You don't get to do that. But this behavior from women needs to be shamed as well. Everybody just need to go their own separate ways, do whatever you gotta do. And if anybody call the police, both of y'all getting locked up. Just know that. Both of y'all getting locked up. That's how they're handling it now. Now I'm going to segue to, we're going to talk about motherfucking J-Lo, y'all. God damn. We are going to talk about Jennifer Lopez, known as J-Lo. A lot of y'all don't let her pass off as a black woman for reasons that I don't know. Jennifer Lopez is one of them type of would-be Latinas that got a tan to look dark. She one of them type. And I don't count them type. I know. But there was a lot of, uproar about J-Lo. Mad love, Rich Tate animated. Mad love to you, brother. There was a big uproar, a big outcry about Jennifer Lopez performing at the Emmys. Let me make sure I'm getting the award ceremony right. At the Grammys. She was picked to perform Motown songs at the Grammys. And black folk lost their damn mind. Here's my thing. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because I want black people to understand at least understand this. One, the Grammys ain't our shit. We have to stop expecting people to, look out for our would-be culture. We gotta stop expecting that. It's the Grammys. That ain't us. That ain't got shit to do with us, really. That's them and who they choose. The reason she was selected is because that's their shit. So they would choose her. They would choose anybody they want to. Now they could have picked somebody that could actually sing. Maybe go tap, maybe what's the white girl that can sing a little bit? Christina Aguilera or somebody like that. She got a little would-be soul in her voice, but nonetheless, the Grammys is their shit. We cannot keep getting mad because we're not being properly represented by these white foundations, by these white entities. They don't give a fuck. Some of y'all let Jennifer Lopez get a pass because she done fuck some black dudes. Some people say she got a little rhythm. Some people would even argue that she can sing. I disagree on all counts. If Jennifer Lopez was down for the culture, down for black people, she would have rejected the motherfucking offer publicly. If you were thinking she was down before, this is a time where you can look at the situation and say, well, clearly she's not down now. Because if these people care about the culture so much, love black people so much, they wouldn't even take positions to where they're in a situation where they can disrespect black people. You know damn well you're not supposed to be singing no damn Motown songs nowhere. I don't care if you love the music. I don't care what her excuse is. If she cared anything about black folk, she'd have said no. And I'm going to tell you why the answer is no. This is what she would have done. It'd have been one of those moments where she could have proved that she was some type of down. But she didn't. And y'all black folk mad at her. Y'all shouldn't be mad at her. Y'all shouldn't be mad at her. Y'all shouldn't be mad at the Grammys. Just know that they're not going to represent you ever. They don't care about you. They don't care about how you feel. Y'all can be mad as you want. Jennifer Lopez could have came out and made a big statement. I don't deserve to be singing these songs. Y'all know damn well my voice ain't that. It could never even compare to the great black singers that's been out here on Motown. It couldn't, but you have to be humble to do something like that. And you have to respect the actual culture. Like all these great black singers and y'all asking me. But she's not going to do that. So if y'all keep letting her run around acting like she black, or y'all keep, uplifting her as some type of black or some shit like that, that's not her fault. That's our fault. If she does this shit, I'm sure if she actually does it, y'all going to be talking about her as y'all going to be going in. Jenny from the block, y'all can go in on her ass. And to me, I saw somebody say something like, well, if she does a good job, then y'all won't be saying nothing. It doesn't matter whether she can do a good job or not. It's about respect for the fucking culture. That's what it's about to me anyway. And if black people continue to be mad at non-black people for disrespecting the culture, then it shows that we are continuing to waste our fucking time. We don't understand this system that we're in. We don't understand the Grammys. We don't get it. We think it's ours. It's not ours. We don't even have a place to be mad. That's their shit. They can pick whoever they want. No point in being mad. They say black Twitter went ham on her. For what? I don't recall her ever saying she was down for the culture. Y'all be making people be down for the culture if they dance a little hip hop, they got a little rhythm, and fuck a couple black people. That's y'all put that on her. She never said that. She never even signed up for that. To my knowledge, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. We assume she fuck Puff Daddy. She Jenny from the block. She can dance a little bit. Clearly she down with us. There's no evidence showing that. If she was down, we would know she was down by now because she'd been made a statement. Talking about how she rejects any ideas, or she even rejects the invitation to perform anything about Motown at the Grammy. She would have rejected it already. It'd have been dead. And she'd have told why. She spoke about the culture and how she don't want to disrespect the culture, but that didn't happen. And she never said she was down anyway. So, she never said that. So we can't be all mad. We got to calm down getting mad at so much at what these non-black people doing. Non-black corporations. We can't get mad at these motherfuckers. Just now, J-Lo ain't for the team. She never said she was. Right. Some of y'all know she never. I don't recall her saying that. I don't remember that. Her ever speaking up for any type of black issues, anything. I've never heard it. So we gotta stop being mad. That's the only reason. I only wanted to talk about that because I know some of y'all saying she ain't important. It's not about her. It's about black folk and how they respond to shit like this. We gotta stop being mad. She didn't choose herself. The Grammys picked her. And both her or the Grammys ain't us. So ain't no point in us being mad. It's that simple. And if you ever question whether J-Lo was down for us or not, this should let you know. Because she'd have been said, no, fuck that. Been done put a video out. No, I'm rejecting that. Y'all can have that shit back. It's not going to happen. We got to stop wasting our anger on shit like this. Because even if, you know, to me, we need to stop letting people be a part of our culture that never said they were down for our culture anyway. We have to stop doing that. Stop being mad at these motherfuckers. Stop being mad at these white corporations and shit. We know the Grammys is some old racist ass shit anyway. We already know. We haven't split off and created our own version of the Grammys or the Emmys. So when black people get snubbed or when black people get disrespected, we can't keep being mad at them year after year after year. We can't keep doing that. It's a waste. Clearly, they don't care about us being mad about that. And I mean, I don't watch the shit anyway, you know. I don't watch it. I know people watch it. I don't watch any of this shit, any of these award shows or anything. I don't watch that stuff. But we gotta stop being mad. To me, this is all on her. She could have responded to this and made a huge statement for the culture. She chose not. So to continue to carry her as a part of the black culture, like y'all have, it should be done with. It should be done with. Evan Woods, I don't know. You asked me why they call it Black Twitter. I assume black people on Twitter. That's the only, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what they call it. I didn't do it. Don't know. I want to talk about, real quick, we're going to deal with Cory Booker. And I'm going to quickly deal with 21 Savage as well. And then I'll open the floor up to catch y'all's comments. Some of y'all know that Cory Booker has decided he was going to run for president. Now, some people, just like with the Kamala, they're able to see through this bullshit. Cory Booker, though, is in bed with Big Farm. He's in bed with Big Farm as a senator. Cory Booker voted against allowing Americans to get cheaper drugs from Canada. He's also received over $250,000 from Big Farm over the past 6 years. So he's in bed with them. You get money from Big Farm, you're in bed with him. Before we even deal with his blackness or his so-called blackness, his would-be homosexuality, we have to deal with who he already in bed with. Big Farm. He voted against Americans getting cheaper drugs from Canada. Because in America, Big Farm making a killing. And that's literally and figuratively. On my channel, we've talked about these holistic doctors being murdered mysteriously. No one knows what happened. Some of you people that keep up with what's going on in the black community know that Dr. Sebi was, to me, and again, you can call this conspiracy all you want, he was one of their victims. He was one of their victims. Big Pharma is out here killing holistic doctors, and what y'all have never heard is anybody being found for killing any holistic doctor. You've never heard of it. Some people don't see that as odd. Some people have no issue with that at all. That's fine. It's chalked up as, you know, anybody talking about it as conspiracy. Tell me any holistic doctor that's been found murdered. I'm talking about they get murdered by gun, home invasions and all types of shit. White, black, in between, don't matter the color of them, they're getting murdered. Nobody ever found guilty of any of the murder. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Big Pharma is out here setting up hits against holistic doctors. That's what I believe. If you don't believe me, you can go do the research yourself. Because they want to continue to keep the people sick as fuck and on prescription medication. That's the goal. Thus far, it has worked. Nobody talks about these holistic doctors being found murdered. Nobody makes a big deal out of it. Nobody holds Big Pharma's feet to the fire. They have a lot of lobbying power in the U.S. government. The American government, 3Ks, Incorporated, don't get this shit fucked up. The lobbying power is how Cory has received over $250,000 from them. They're just paying people off. That shouldn't be okay. We've talked about that here on this channel too. Everybody ignores me. We move on. There should be a problem with lobbying. Nobody has a problem with lobbying. Cory, though, is in bed with Big Pharma. So that automatically should rest assured he gets no votes from anybody. Should nobody be supporting him? Now, people still will, but I just wanted to let everybody know and make everybody aware of that. If you don't, again, if you don't believe me, you can go do the research yourself. It's there. It's not hiding from anybody. This is the type of shit he is, or this type of shit that he's doing as a senator. These American people that come out here and give all these speeches about caring about. Meanwhile, they wanting the American people to stay sick and stay on prescription drugs. It's a game. It's a fucked up ass game. That should dead any Cory Booker conversation. Oh, he take money from Big Pharma. That's it. But people chalk that up as conspiracy. People chalk up this Big Pharma as some type of shadow organization. It's a conspiracy to even talk about them like that. The same way people treat talking about the would-be Illuminati like it's a conspiracy. The Illuminati, another entity that everybody chalks up as conspiracy. Everything about it is a conspiracy. But I believe the Illuminati is after 21 Savage. I believe that shit. Some of you may have caught the video I did on my other channel. If you're not sub to that channel, my Team Rob Videos channel, links in the description box if you want to go check out the video I did on him. But I'm going to speak on him briefly. Because I just learned recently that 21 Savage, now I didn't say this in my video, 21 Savage owned the masters to his music. And we see the issues that black people have once they own the masters to their music. We see the issues that arise. Last two cases of this have been Chris Brown, and he got that fresh rape case. 21 Savage got the master to his music. Now they talking about deporting him back to the UK. They're reopening the investigation of the death of James Brown and his wife, because his family's pushing. They say that he's murdered. Michael Jackson was another one. Prince, another one. Anytime people coming out here, either getting the message to their music or moving to get the message to their music, some fuck shit always happening. Sam Cooke was another one. Some of y'all a little older. Y'all remember Sam Cooke? Sam Cooke too. These are the methods and tactics that they use. And we look at everything like it's coincidence. We look at everything like it's a coincidence. And we like to open our mind up to stop. I know that everybody was joking around about what's going on with 21. Everybody's joking around about that. But we need to be looking at this motherfucking shadow hand that's moving, that's making these things happen. And we need to be aware that and open our minds up to the fact that it's not just coincidence. It's not just coincidence what's going on out here. This same shadow entity, the same, I call it the Illuminati again. Y'all call it whatever you want. It's the same thing as what the government is doing to black people in general. You can get to a certain height, but they'll try to come clip your motherfucking wings. And typically they're successful in clipping your wings. They come up with all types of methods and tactics to attack you. We can't continue to put this type of shit past these motherfuckers. I don't know what they've done for us to trust them or we'll put anything past them, but we've seen what they've been able to do. We've seen their work. We've seen their type of work. And we continue to trust them. Yeah, I saw that video. Some of y'all talking about, y'all don't give a fuck about celebrities. Anytime I'm talking about celebrities, it's not about them specifically. If you ever paying attention, it's not about them. It's about what's going on around them. It's about how this government move on people, whether it be celebrities, whether they are misrepresenting the people or whatever. I'm not necessarily just talking about celebrities just to be talking about them. That's not what's going on. Because these are the same tactics they'll use on any regular black person out here. Same situations. We believe because these celebrities have money that they, get to run around doing. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. And because we don't stick together, because we chalk up everything as coincidence, because we trust this government so much and we've seen their tactics. Because to me, if the government's shady, then these motherfuckers, the music industry is shady as fuck. We know that. We understand. We should understand that by now. Any entity that's set up by white people is fucked up. It's shady. And it'll always be used to oppress. That's all it is to it. So when I'm talking about celebrities, I'm bringing, we're dealing with this. We're dealing with it as a whole. We're not just going to talk about 21 Savage. No, we're not going to just talk about 21 Savage being deported back to the UK. No. We're going to talk about who's responsible for that. What may be the reason for that? as opposed to everybody just laughing and joking and kikiing about it. Because somebody's doing this shit. I do. I appreciate some of y'all respect. Y'all understand when I'm talking about celebrities, what's going on here. Some people are like, man, fuck these celebrities. I agree. But these are the people that have black people's attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people that had their attention. Gina Regina said, what's their plan for this? What is their actual plan for this young man? I think they're just trying to bully him. They're trying to bully him like they do black people. They get black people, whether they be celebrities, whether they be athletes, they'll sit them in a situation, and you know how they use their intimidation. It happens. Some of y'all watch these cop TV shows, right? Y'all watch shit like The First 48 and all this shit. When they come in and say, well, God damn it, if you don't do this, you're going to do 50 years in the pen. When if everybody kept it tight, they really don't have shit to use. But somebody always breaking weak. These are the same tactics they use on these black folk. If you don't shut this shit up, if you don't shut this shit down, then this is going to happen. And I might murder you. Same shit they do with these holistic doctors. You keep coming out here talking about you got a cure for cancer, motherfucker. You keep coming out here talking about you got a cure for AIDS, motherfucker. It's the same shit, which is why I talk about it. Because we need to see it. The same tactics are being used. And we're separate. Either we don't give a fuck about it at all, or, you know, we chalk it up as coincidence. That's what we do. We stay ignorant on it. Somebody said something about Jay-Z getting 21 Savage a lawyer. 21 Savage already has a lawyer. To my understanding. 21 Savage already has a lawyer. Actually, when I did my video, I talked about his lawyer and his lawyer statements. That they don't have the right to remove him because he applied for his U visa in 2017, and they know that. So I saw a story about Jay-Z getting him a lawyer, but I didn't fully understand it. I didn't fully understand it. But they working that psychological intimidation game on him. They working that. Now, nigga, I can come get you and touch you whenever the fuck I want to. They work that. Same tactics they use with this COINTELPRO back in the 60s, with the black leaders, the black movements. It's the same type of tactics. Okay, you can be cool, but you got to stop what you're doing. Snitch on your people. You know what I'm saying? Be a snitch on your people. Continue to push poison to your people, and we'll let you be cool. If not, I can get you hit. I can take you out. And the black people, they're supposed to care about you so much, they'll chalk it up. They let us do it. They don't care. Because that's what we're showing them, really. We show them that we don't care. We chalk everything up. We do our RIPs and when we move on. Or we'll make jokes. A lot of people making jokes about this. I don't understand the jokes about the big. I can kind of see how it's funny a nigga acting like he from Georgia, but he really from the UK. I get that maybe that's slightly amusing, but the situation is so much bigger than that to me. It is frustrating. J Powell, if you think it's frustrating for you, you can imagine how frustrating it is for me. Very frustrating. But y'all, I'm going to open it up now. I'm going to open it up now to take some of y'all's comments. If y'all have been wanting me to see any comments, go ahead and leave those comments now. Leave those comments now. Somebody was looking for my Instagram page. It's in the description box. Links to follow me on Instagram. It's in the description box if you want to follow me on there. But until we make these conversations, viral conversations, not just the fact that 21 is being, you know, put in this situation. We got to talk about the why he's being put in this situation. We got to talk about the tactics that they continue to use. That should be what's viral. So they know that we see what y'all motherfuckers doing, not just, you know, one or two people talking about it and it's chalked up as conspiracy. We got to stop letting the truth be classified as conspiracy. We have to stop allowing the truth to be swept under the rug as conspiracy, as what's viral is the memes. Like, no. And I think it's our responsibility as the would-be black media, anybody with a voice, anybody that is speaking on current events or what's going on, to me, you're a part of black media. So you need to not just be talking about it as on some gossip shit. Well, ha ha ha, you know, they found out 21 Savage ain't from Georgia, he's from the UK, ha ha ha. Like, that's not enough. They need to know that we see. They need to understand that we getting smarter. We understand the tactics that y'all motherfuckers always using. This ain't new. And even if we talk about what's going on with these celebrities, we have to take it to the next level. It'll be easy for me to get on here and say, well, J-Lo, she, fuck J-Lo, she ain't shit. She don't deserve to be singing. But to me, you got to take stuff to different levels. We got to stop laughing so goddamn much. And if you go and laugh, that's cool. Get your laughing out the way. But then let's talk about this work. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about how these shadow entities, how they're moving and how they're able to stay in the shadows. Because we don't acknowledge them. We got to talk about that. That Ninja Brendan says, I don't know if he has his master's. Game changer for sure. He's a target. I didn't know that either. But I said they were after him just based on the fact that he started talking a little bit different. That's before I even knew he had his master's. This was based on his efforts in the black community. Him also bringing awareness to the immigration shit, which I can't really necessarily like, okay, immigration. But then he talked about the Flint water crisis as well, a live performance. And he's been talking about financial literacy for inner city black children. They don't mind you getting on records, bang, 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 fuck bitches, fuck these black hoes, bang, 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 kill all these niggas. In your interviews, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, got this new album coming out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't mind you doing all that bullshit. When you're talking about real shit, though, when you understand the situation that the people are in, then you become a problem. And to me, this is whether you have your master's or not. That's just an addition to what makes you an issue. Because again, the video I did on him, I didn't talk about his master's. I talked about any black person that is in the mainstream media that's coming out here bringing true awareness to their people and trying to do things that really help the people out. That makes you a target. Miss Blue Love says, I've been following you for years since you were making videos in your kitchen smoking blacks. I never thought you would grow in this direction. Respect, Rob. Respect to you for respecting that. Respect to you for respecting that. Respect to you. Lion Man. Wait, Tariq Nasheed dissed me. Okay, that's cool. Cory Holcomb talking about me. Okay, that's cool too. I saw that. It's all good. It's all good. I can't say that I care about that. They gotta do what they gotta do. You know, that's what everybody doing what they gotta do right now. I saw what Cory Holcomb had to say. He's wrong, you know. He's wrong, but y'all ain't checking people. You know, y'all coming here telling me who dissed me, but y'all ain't checking nobody for me. So if y'all ain't doing that, then don't tell me who dissing me. I got sent that Cory Holcomb shit today where he, you know, made a video talking about, I talked about him at some point. I've never talked about Cory Holcomb not one time in my whole life. Not once. But y'all let him say it. Like, y'all let these motherfuckers say anything about me. And if y'all not going to defend me, don't come here and tell me who's talking about me because I don't care. That's all it is to it. I ain't worried about that. That man, Cory Holcomb, sat there and lied on me full blown. Said I talked about him on a panel with him. Like, I've never done it before. Never uttered Cory Holcomb's name. Not once. But he made a whole video, and that was the premise of his video, and nobody checked him. So don't come telling me shit. If you ain't somewhere having my back, I don't need to know anything. It is what it is. It's all good. Miss Mello says, Rob, do you think that T.I.'s response about Atlanta was aimed at you? When you said blacks don't own Atlanta, they don't? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything that T.I. has said. I don't think it would be aimed at me, but it may be aimed at me. I don't know. But if he was to, I guess, respond to me by saying, yes, they do own Atlanta, then that's just not true. That's just not true. So I don't know what he could have said back to him. I don't know. I haven't kept up with what T.I. has possibly been saying about me. My mom's doing a good job tonight, man. Love. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Miss Mello. But I doubt he was talking to me. I doubt he would be acknowledging me. I mean, who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? It's a vape. Somebody said, what you smoking? It's a vape. Simply Love said Janet Jackson has her masters. Why aren't they coming for her? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't say that was the only reason they come for people. Janet Jackson, she's safe. I don't necessarily hear Janet Jackson saying too much of anything. But I don't know why they aren't coming for her, or if they are or not. I haven't heard anything about Janet. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I don't watch football, though, so I wouldn't have watched the Super Bowl, considering I don't watch football at all. But I haven't been watching football since before it was cool to not watch football. So I wasn't even watching since before it was something that you know, something that was made cool by Colin Kaepernick. Brendan Burrow said T.I. mentioned me. I didn't see it. I don't know. Y'all gotta send me a screenshot or something. Like I don't know what's going on with T.I. I don't follow T.I. Jay Powell at ElijahwaPerkins. What's your truth? My truth about what? What is my truth about what? Rocco comment. That's funny. Says she got exposed at that Super Bowl back in the day. Yeah, I remember her titty, the whole titty thing. But I don't know what Janet doing these days. I haven't really heard her say too much of anything. I really never heard Janet Jackson say too much of anything. I know Michael was a little outspoken towards the end of his career. I know Mike was a little outspoken, but you know, I don't know. I haven't heard Janet say too much of anything. Malcolm says, did Malcolm X and Tupac sleep white? I have no idea who they slept with. I can imagine maybe they fucked some white bitches, but I don't know. I don't know who they slept with. Guest says, I put a link up for you in your last video. Okay, a link up of what? Put it on in this video, I guess. Jay Powell, I feel like you give us the real, but maybe there's more you want to tell us. More about what? Be specific. Be specific. More about what specifically? But as far as people talking about me, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really concerned about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've said what I had to say. If you want to listen to what I had to say, those videos are up on this channel. Go check them out. And I guess if y'all are suggesting I have more to say about my personal life, I don't. I don't have anything else to say about that. But as far as celebrities mentioning me for whatever reason, it is what it is. Kia says off topic. Is it odd that the possible government shutdown hasn't been spoken on? Is it just me that thinks the government shutdown has been in the making a test for us all? Well, if you really look at the government shutdowns, literally, I mean, it happens every year. I mean, I ain't gonna say every year because that's excessive, but it happens often. It's not a rare thing for the government to shut down. And it should be, I think they had worked out a deal to open it up back up for a couple weeks, and it may be being shut down again here soon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be shut down here soon, but you know, it is what it is to me. It don't test for me because I deal with them the same way I've been dealing with them. I continue to have to fucking work and pay bills, you know. No, I didn't watch the State of the Union, Jay Powell. I didn't watch the State of the Union address. I mean, listening to Donald Trump talking about the State of the Union when I'm black is just, I've watched State of the Union addresses before. And what I learned from watching them before, even when, you know, just to hear the bullshit coming out of their mouth, is that they lying. And me as a black man and you as a black woman, we don't have any stake in anybody sitting up there talking about the State of the Union. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have any stake in that at all. We have no place. There's no point even paying attention to that shit because no matter what the State of the Union is, the state of us always stays the same. So if you're not coming out addressing the state of black people specifically, then I don't really want to listen to what you have to say. That's just me, though. Even if it's dumbass Donald Trump, even if it's Obama, it don't matter who it is. If you're not talking about the state of black people at any point, and they never do, I noticed that they never do, then what am I, you know, I don't have anything to say. Mad love to you, Simply Love, for putting some bread on the books. Mad love to you. But to me, it's just like, you know. Red Dre says, have we all established this government shutdown as a test to see how far Trump can go and how long he can get away with it? I mean, it could be a test in that. But we got to understand it ain't got shit to do with us. It's black folk. The government don't work for us. Like, it don't work for us. It doesn't work for our interest at all. It never has. It never has worked for us. So for us, it's been shut down since they made it. Since they made it, it's been shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to look at that, and we have to stop being so fearful. I think we have a lot of us are living in a state of fear. But if you understand the history, they have never. It's been shut down for black people. We had to literally beg to even be looked at as human beings. It's been shut down for us. It doesn't work for us. It works for minorities sometimes. It works for immigrants sometimes. It works for homosexuals sometimes, but it doesn't work for us at all. It just doesn't. We gonna have to, our unity is what's gonna work for us. Our unity is what they're scared of. That's when we start working for us, these motherfuckers will start working against us. That's what they do. They'll start, when we start unifying, getting our shit together, Black Wall Street, the Black Panther Party, when we start getting together, getting with each other, then the government comes out against us. So that's what they do. That's how it is. Our unity is what we need to focus on. Not the State of the Union, not government shutdowns, not any of this shit that they're doing. We need to focus on us getting our shit together. Us to see love in one another. Us to care about one another. Us to get our minds off fucking celebrity gossip and a bunch of dumb bullshit. We need to focus on that. Because that is what they're scared of. They're not worried about us fucking, watching on State of the Union or no shit like that. They don't care about that. They care about us gaining power within each other, with each other. That's what they're scared of. And when we do that, COINTELPRO, bombing Black Wall Street. That's when we are at our greatest. That's when we intimidate these motherfuckers. The state of black people right now does not intimidate them. We can talk about how stupid Trump is. That doesn't intimidate them. We can have problems with his wall. We can have, we can have all these issues we want to have. We can talk about all the racism. We can talk about all this shit that does not intimidate them. We can talk about how the Grammys racist and J-Lo shouldn't be singing. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want. That doesn't intimidate them. Only one thing intimidates these motherfuckers. And that's us giving a fuck about us. That's it. And that's the step that we're having the hardest time taking. That's the move that we're having the hardest time making. And that's just where we are. And we're not teaching that. We can talk about any goddamn thing. They don't mind us talking about these entertainers having gossip blog channels, and they don't care nothing about that shit. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And we have to see that. And if we really want to make any type of change or really want to be a threat to them, we have to see that. We have to see what they don't give a fuck about. Calling white folk racist, y'all can do that all day long. Talking about how unfair the government is towards us, we can do that all day long. You want to argue whether you going to be Muslim, Christian, whatever, do that all day long. They don't care. Jay Powell says, what happened to your conspiracy theory videos? I only talk about conspiracy or the would-be conspiracies against black folk. That's what happened to them. I only talk about what's going on with black folk. And it's not even conspiracy theories. Now, this is just the truth. Just as the truth. And if you really look at the government out here doing fucked up shit all the time against black people. So that's my concern. And hopefully trying to get black people to see what's going on, as to what's going on, how this government is working against us, and make us give a fuck about that. Like, if this is something that they're against, it should be something that we're for. This government is against black people all the time. Yeah, I heard about that Virginia governor. The motherfucker that got caught up back in, what was it, 84, maybe? He took a picture in a Klansman outfit or some shit like that. You know, and it's like, I heard about it, but it's a white man being white. You know, like, to me, it's like, well, okay. Just because a motherfucker's a governor don't mean shit. Just because a motherfucker's a mayor don't mean shit. Police chief, police officer, judge, lawyer, it doesn't matter. These motherfuckers are racist. They've been racist, and that's just what it is. But I could get on here and talk about how racist he is, how racist I think that was, but they don't care about that. You see what I'm saying? If we want to shock these motherfuckers, if we want to shock them, if we want to get their attention, then we'll start doing this. I don't give a fuck if white folk running around in Klans outfits. That's fine. That's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. Actually, I can't wait to see what will it take for black people to be motivated to unify. Because that don't do it. We find out white folk racist all the time. That ain't new. They'll resign. Another racist will step in their place that ain't been caught. Ain't took no pictures of nobody of themselves in no Klan outfits. So their racism is tucked. It's safe. Now that ain't shit, man. I don't care about that. Skim It Raw says, if I'm saying it right, I could be fucking it up, and if I am, I apologize. Says we forgot how to love each other. We lost a necessity. See, at one point there was a necessity for us to love each other pre-integration. We lost a necessity to love each other and be a community and be proud of who we are. We decided it wasn't a necessity for us to love each other. Now it's all about getting the white folk to love us. We shifted. We just moved that energy into proving ourselves to white people, wanting white people to love us, wanting white people to accept us. That's what we want now. Send our kids to white schools and then be traumatized when our kids going through racism. Like, we decided that we didn't want each other no more. We want white acceptance. That was a choice we made. That was a decision that we collectively have made, and they see that. They understand that. We don't. We act like we just, out here. We're not. We've been controlled and dominated as a people the whole time. We've even been able to have our psychology change. We don't see each other and see love. We don't want acceptance from each other. We don't want to make each other proud. Now all of that is for them. And that's what we got to see. You're exactly right. London Link says the government is the enemy at the end of the day, no matter who's in office. Exactly. And that goes for goddamn Kamala. That goes for goddamn Cory. That goes for any of these motherfuckers. Doesn't matter. They was pushing Abrams. They were pushing Andrew It don't matter. I mean, they lost, but it don't matter who's in there. And black people have to understand that we're not going to get liberation through politics. It's not coming that way. And until we realize that, we'll continue to be confused about how politics work. The most recent example of that is the Black Panther Party. They wasn't doing that through politics. Now, Huey Newton he had the political know-how. He had the wherewithal in his mind to know the laws, but he couldn't necessarily use that. So they had to start doing for themselves. Breakfast programs, everything that they did for the community, that's something that they had to do for themselves. That wasn't coming down per the government. And that's what we have to be on. Guess says, who is the lady saying that she will give reparations? That's Marianne Williamson, if I'm saying her name right. Marianne Williamson, the spiritual advisor of Oprah Winfrey, has decided to run for president as well. I think I don't want to get it wrong. I think she may be running as a Democrat, maybe an independent. I don't know. But that's the one, Marianne Williamson, talking about giving Black people $100 billion over the course of 10 years. And she's not going to win, because we have to understand the Electoral College. Somebody told me I should message her when I talked about her it was on my last week's show, actually, if I'm not mistaken. They told me I should message her because she always messages back. I messaged her. She ain't said shit back. She ain't said a goddamn thing back to me at all, because I asked her about the Electoral College. How does she feel about Donald Trump losing the popular vote and still being the president? I asked her these questions. Nothing. I was told I needed to reach out. I did. But these motherfuckers ain't gonna answer my questions. And we gotta understand that shit too. You start asking the right type of questions, they're not gonna have no answer to you. I just want to know how she felt about that. How does she feel about that was last week. Come on, give her a minute. She got a minute. I mean, I don't know if you're caping for her or what, but I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe she will respond back. But I want to know why we don't vote for the Electoral College. How does she feel about that? I don't think she's going to answer those questions. You know what I'm saying? That's a very good point. Mr. Mitchell says Jews got 98 billion from Germany for the Holocaust, when the Holocaust only lasted 4 to 5 years. 100 billion is nowhere near enough, considering slavery lasted 250 plus years. I made that point when I talked about this last week. We need to be probably in the trillions, most definitely in the trillions. And I don't even know what comes after trillion. Is it zillion? I don't even know zillion is a real number. We need to probably talking about something after trillions. Yeah, I'm not expecting her to respond to me at all. London Link says, do we even know the members on the electoral, I guess you said electoral what? Maybe you meant Electoral College. If you look it up, you can find out who the members are on the Electoral College in your state or per state. But you didn't, bitches' faces ain't everywhere. Quadrillion. Okay, y'all said quadrillion is after trillion. So that's more the number that really should be quantified for Black folk, if you ask me. if they're trying to just give away money. But we argue that we don't necessarily need money, we need land. And leave us the fuck alone. Because again, we have to understand that even when they call themselves, you know, letting us be, this is a prime example would be Black Wall Street. Our land, minding our business, they won't leave us the fuck alone. Ever. We're prospering, minding our own business. Oh, one of them raped a white woman. Let's go bomb their whole. And that wasn't the only, you know, time that happened. Any black business district that was established was terrorized. They won't even leave us alone. They swear they hate us, nigger, 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 blah, 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 blah. Go back here, go back there. Y'all need to go over there and sit down. Okay, when we go try to mind our own business, the motherfuckers won't leave us alone. They refuse. So then there's that. So then we have to look at, well, shit, even if they give us land, are them bitches going to be over there terrorizing us on the land? Because they won't let us be. We're still under the umbrella of this would-be, this government, this justice system. They won't even leave us the fuck alone. That's how sick these motherfuckers are. And it blows my mind that we continue to try to prove ourselves to these motherfuckers. They won't leave us be. Do that G-Walk says, I don't think them giving us money will solve anything. Well, don't say it out loud, okay? Just keep that inside. You know what I'm saying? When the conversation's had, don't let that be what you lead with. Don't let that be what you lead with. Don't do that. Keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it tucked. Think it at best. Just think it. But don't do that. J1, exactly. They're contradictions and hypocrites all day, every day. Rob, evil cannot coincide within itself. They don't, you know, I'm telling you, it's interesting because if you look at their behavior, the pattern of their behaviors, they won't leave us alone. They act like we're a nuisance, act like we're a problem. Even when we mind our own business, they won't leave us alone. Even if we empower ourselves, in other countries, like Muammar Gaddafi was trying to do over in Africa, America, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated will make it their business to even go assassinate leaders that are trying to bring down the global bank. Like, these motherfuckers are everywhere in our motherfucking business trying to stop us from liberating ourselves. Even though they claim they want us to, it's a fucking game. And y'all's boy Obama and his Secretary of Defense at the time was Hillary Clinton, 3Ks. They were responsible for Muammar being assassinated. So no matter what, no matter whether we here, there, they always trying to keep us fucking disenfranchised and powerless. That's what they do. That's why when people always, you know, and I get the go back to Africa, or, you know, we need to go to Africa. I get that. But if you look at the tactics of black or not black, but if you look at the tactics of America, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated. If you look at their tactics, it don't matter. If we empowering ourselves, it don't matter where we're doing it. They come in to fuck it up. They're coming. no matter what we're doing. And we got to be mindful of that. I agree with that. Forever My Dreams 331 says we need more manpower. I most definitely agree with that. I think we need to really, really, you know, figure out what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? And how do we get to that goal without unity? Because I hear goals a lot, but I don't see how we get to these goals without us being together, without us being focused. Because we'll be spread out, different chapters and, you know, different little huddles in different places, small groups. It's just not, we need to get our shit together. And that's not happening. It's not happening fast enough. Conscious Coon Killer 22 says, Rob, do you still do calls? Also, do you and your brother still do collaboration videos? I haven't taken calls in a long time. I keep people asking me about taking calls. I haven't did it in a long time. It may be something I incorporate again on this channel. You know, if that's something you guys would appreciate, I may incorporate that. And me and my brother, we don't do video. We don't be doing collab videos. We sit around and talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's my damn brother, but he don't necessarily be wanting to do videos like that. And I damn sure ain't gonna make them because I understand why a person wouldn't want to do this. I mean, look at how black people treat people sometimes. You know, I can understand how a motherfucker ain't really trying to do this shit like that. And I can't even, you know, I couldn't even force him to. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. This shit ain't, you know, this shit ain't no goddamn cakewalk. You can believe that. It's not a fucking cakewalk. Mad love the kidney smiles. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about it. I'm here. I ain't going no motherfucking where. Don't you worry about it. And mad love to y'all that's been here for that long, who been fucking with me for that long. But I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Denise, you're right about that. Denise Young Moore says you can try to uplift black people and they'll be the first to try to destroy you. That is true. White man ain't got to work hard no more. He's been able to take his hands off the wheel, essentially, you know. He's been able to take his hands off the wheel. He don't got to work hard no more. We're doing all his work for him. And we don't see it. We act like we're oblivious to it. We act like we're oblivious to seeing that program running on us. We don't want to see it. Love yourself first. Rob, what do you think about flat earth? I don't have many thoughts about the earth being flat or round, honestly. I don't really, you know, I don't really care. I don't know whether that's, I'm not trying to be insensitive towards you, but I don't really care what shape this motherfucker is. I know that my people are in a certain state, whether it's flat, round. One thing I can say is, if somebody was to argue that the earth is flat, I won't argue against them because I don't trust the motherfuckers that told me it was round. And that's one of the things that we're going to have to, as people, I think it'd be, you know, I think we'll be a better people if we would just open our mind up to being subjective. Well, shit, I know who told me it was round, and them motherfuckers be lying a lot. I can't trust them bitches about nothing else. So I'm not going to argue with somebody that say the earth is flat. I think it's odd that people argue with people about the earth being flat. And they'll do it with pictures and shit. And science, text and shit. When we've established that these motherfuckers lie. If you look at the history of what be science in this country, from anthropology to chemistry, these motherfuckers get stuff wrong all the time. They lie all the time. they do anything they want to. So I'm if a motherfucker say, Rob, the motherfucking earth flat, I'd be like, shit, you're probably right. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not, we don't seem to have the ability to do that. We're like, no, the fuck it ain't, blah, 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 blah. Here's this. Like, no. I don't see how we do that with such confidence. You know what I'm saying? Now, these motherfuckers stay lying. They stay lying. So I like to say, I don't know, and I really don't care. I know that the government is against my motherfucking people forming together, banding together, and liberating our minds. Whether it's flat, round, triangle, square, a goddamn hexagon. I don't know if y'all remember the hexagon. I don't care. Oval, I don't care. Like, okay, it's flat. Like, what we gonna do about self-love? You know? Okay, it's round. What the fuck? You know? This bitch shaped like a trapezoid. You can tell me anything. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the person who's gonna argue with you about that. I don't trust the people that's giving me the information. So therefore, you can say whatever you want about the information they've been given, and I'm not gonna argue with you. Rashad, that's funny. So you teach your students shapes today, hexagon was one of them? To me, hey, I don't care. I'm just growing to get to a point to where certain things I'm not going to argue because I know where I got the information from. Certain things I think we should be comfortable enough to be like, you know what? I don't know. But we're not necessarily comfortable in I don't know. You know, that's one of those that's a human condition to me is, well, I really don't know. And I don't even know what the fuck it matters or not. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the theory that trees somehow control oxygen. I don't know. They said it did. You know what I'm saying? I know what they said, but the motherfucker be like, man, hell nah. I'll be like, shit, I don't know. I was able to pass the test, you know. Like, I was able to pass the test, but I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I know these bitches is cutting them down all the goddamn time. I know that. So if they that important, these motherfuckers stay cutting them bitches down. And they the ones told me they was important. And then they'll come out with an organization trying to save the motherfuckers. It's like, goddamn, get with your people. I swear these motherfuckers create problems and then create organizations to fight the problems that they can. It's like, stop playing these games. Love Yourself First says, do you think black people can thrive in the U.S.? I think black people can thrive anywhere we decide to thrive at. That's the kind of people we are. If we decide to thrive, you know, we haven't necessarily decided to thrive. It depends on what thriving is to you as well. Because right now, thriving to black people is securing bags. That's what thriving is to black people. I don't think that's thriving, but thriving to black people is securing bags. And once you secure those bags, give all that money back to the white man and his mama. That's what thriving is to us. I think black people can thrive through any, look what we've made it through. I think we can do anything that we decide to do. We just haven't decided to do certain things yet. There's some things we decided to do and a lot of things that would better our people that we haven't decided to do. But I think we can thrive anywhere. We that type of people. If you look at us, you know. Everything about money, man. Motherfuckers sell out. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers that decided to so-called boycott the Super Bowl. they still decided to go secure a bag for a commercial. It's like, damn, what will we not do? What can we stay unified about? And then the excuse for allowing them to do that is, oh, they had to secure a bag. It's like, this is what causes us to be so off balance all the time, because they can buy us. They buy our pride. They buy our integrity. That's what they pay for. So they can control it. How the fuck can you make a stand, say you're not going to perform, but you're doing commercials for a bag and you already rich? I don't get it. Even when we get to the point where we're rich, we still sell our souls. It's like, God damn. That doesn't make any sense. We do anything for money. It don't matter. And they know it. You keep a people disenfranchised long enough, then that's like if you keep people hungry enough. It just is basic psychology. Starve them, motherfucker. Starve them, literally starve them. And then tell them you'll give them a full course meal to, go be a coon. They're going to go do it. You keep a people disenfranchised enough, and whatever you deprive them of, you can use that to buy their integrity, pride, and self-respect. And that's just so happens they're using money, but they can use anything. And that's basic psychology. And we don't challenge them because we will do anything for money. You tell them, you starve a motherfucker and say, man, look, you do this shit right here. I've seen, let me tell you, this is how I know this shit is real. Because I grew up in, a would-be hood, and look at how people treat crackheads. Just look. A crackhead will do damn near anything for scraps. That's what black folk act like. Anything. They will humiliate themselves. Completely humiliate themselves for scraps. That's what they do. That's how black people act. Deprived as fuck, fiends, and will do anything. That's how they do it. My bad, conscious coon killer. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to. but that's what, You can tell a crackhead to goddamn tap dance. This motherfucker ain't never tap danced in his life. Let me punch you in your face for $5. That crackhead square his goddamn chin up. No hesitation. Shit, nigga, that's the easiest $5 I ever made. Go ahead, They don't give a fuck. Integrity gone. Pride gone. Self-respect gone. Nice shit, nigga. That's the easiest $5 I made all year. Go ahead, nigga. Let me get the shit. You can punch me twice for $7, No pride. They don't give a fuck. That's how we act. Even when we get to the point where we got money, rich, like you got millions and millions of dollars in this, you needed that commercial money. How much ever it is you needed to act, like you couldn't stand strong right here. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. And that's something that we have to do better about. We have to stop being, because they expect us to be sellouts. It's not even we're a planned group of sellouts. They playing that shit. And we have to work on that. You know, I said Chance was dancing for Sprite. I heard about that. Chance the Rapper. People were saying he was woke for a while. And then he, you know, I thought, now in my mind, I would think that Chance had some money already. So some money, all money ain't good money. You can slide, you know what? Nah, I'm standing with the team right now. I'm not doing no fucking commercials for y'all. I ain't doing shit. Just you get some white folk to do it for you. They the ones y'all ride for. They the ones y'all fucking, you know. Just, I don't want that money. We have to be better about that. And we have to convict the people who sell out like that for money. We can't make excuses for them. They had to get the bag. Y'all don't worry about them, blah, 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 blah. Like, no. Whoa. Whoa. Killer One Kill, thanks for the bread. Even though you're here saying some wild shit, but I appreciate the $10. Oh shit. That's crazy, right, Taylor Green? That motherfucker paying to troll. Paying just to come in here and say anything. Wow. I appreciate the 10 though. We ain't gotta delete it. No, that's okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't got no problem with that. Y'all come in, hey, shit, hey, put your money up. You want to pay money to troll, you go ahead and pay money to troll, man. It's fine. It's weird, but in this world, okay. In this society, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Somebody say about to cancel the payment. Oh shit. NPC says, read my comment. What's your comment, man? What's your comment? No, I don't vote at all. Melvin Diggs, I don't vote at all. Not even in the local elections. No, sir. Rich Tate Animated says, Rob, how do you handle being pro-black at work? Because I got fired at 2 jobs for waking motherfuckers. You shouldn't be waking people up at work. Not forcing wokeness on them. If a black person comes to you and sees what you're about, because this is how I do it. You know, I don't know. This is just how I do it. If people are coming to you, because I normally wear some type of identification that would show that, you know, I'm on this team. If they come and have a conversation with you, then, but you don't walk around, you know, trying to wake people up. Don't bother nobody. Don't force it on them. You're at work, you know what I'm saying? Don't force it on them. Now, don't let none of these white motherfuckers disrespect you. But if you're saying you lost 2 jobs for waking motherfuckers up, then there's no need for that. Don't force wokeness on nobody. Don't force consciousness on anybody. If they want to come to you to have a conversation, they'll come to you to have a conversation. People do it to me all the time. I don't have to say nothing. I'll be minding my motherfucking business. If somebody wants to come up and talk to me about maybe a shirt I have on or a pen I have on or something like that, then we'll have that conversation. But I'm not forcing wokeness on them. If they disagree, I'm not going to have a full-blown argument with nobody either. No black person that wants to be in denial or want to be a coon, it's cool. Because sometimes you got to just keep nipping at people. If reality ain't showing a lot of these people, you have to understand, if in so-called 2019, if reality ain't showing them shit, if they're not connecting dots, that's a choice they made. They made that choice. They don't want you to wake them up. You're a nuisance. You're annoying. You're a hotep. Because they chose to be sleep, quiet, or either see the shit and still be quiet because that's more peaceful for them. And you gotta let them have it. Don't force it on nobody. Damn sure don't put yourself in a situation where you're losing jobs over it. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Oh shit. Hey man, this dude keep putting money in here. All right. You do your thing, man. Mad love to you, Rachel, truth speaker. Mad love to you. I guess you funny. But seriously, if you're at work, don't be trying to wake nobody up. London Link, tell y'all crazy as hell. I ain't telling these motherfuckers not the goddamn thing. I don't give a damn what they say to me in here. Worried about me. This dick policing is out of control, man. This dick policing is out of control. It's crazy. It is crazy. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You know, like, are you listening to what I'm saying? At all. Conscious Coon Killer says this mixed bisexual girl once told me I was a hotep because of my hair, and she dates a white dude. Can't make this shit up. If she dated a white dude, you should have already known what that was. Respect to you, Kia. Kia says, I'm still learning and awakening from a deep slumber. Respect to you, because that's all you can really do. It just makes steps in the right direction. You may not all the way, you know, you may not be all the way there, but at least you're interested and you're trying to get the information. And that's really what it's all about. That's the first thing I talked about, Mr. Your question was, that was the first about 20 minutes of my video. First 20 minutes of my video. I'm not answering that shit because you're assuming. That's not a real question. NPC. That's not real. That's not a real question. That's an assumption you're making. That's an assumption you're making. So I can't necessarily answer that. I could say that you're assuming a lot. Motherfuckers asking me about condoms. You're assuming a lot. So I can't really answer that question on record right now. Here's what's so funny. On record, there has been documented that I didn't so-called use condoms 5 times in 35 years. Oh, God. That's not bad. I mean, blood work good, you know. My blood work ain't causing no problems. Like, almost 36 years, really. That's not really a bad road. If you think about it, you know. It'll be here, RTB. Don't worry. You ain't miss a lot. Mad love to Rashida Libra. Said, what's up, Rob? I'm trolling on a budget. Site, great live, my bro. DMV here. Mad love to DMV. I am. I'm ignoring Empress. I ain't worried about these motherfuckers. I just think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, you know. I think it's hilarious that motherfuckers that crazy. This is just a vape. I haven't smoked any weed in a really, really long time. Actually, I haven't smoked anything in a long time. Working on some things. Can't be smoking. That's how fucked up it is in North Carolina. Because if you smoke weed, your piss is quote unquote dirty. And I hate using that terminology. It's not really dirty. That's just what these motherfuckers say, you know. But you can't smoke. You can't be smoking no damn weed. It's sad. I know, Peaches. It's sad as fuck. It's real sad. What's up, Professor Truth? It's real fucking sad. But I'm working on something right now. Weed never made me paranoid. I know some people say they get you know paranoid from weed. J Powell. I never was paranoid based on weed. I never got paranoid. I don't know that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know that struggle. But I never got paranoid before. I just get, you know, I be chilling, laugh a little bit, food good as fuck, you know, be thirsty as fuck. I ain't never been paranoid before. Yeah, I heard about that, Ashley C. One of these a vape pen. It was a pen he was smoking. He wasn't smoking an actual, this is a mod, but he was smoking a pen and exploded in his face. Killed him. That's tough. To the people that live in states where you can legally smoke weed, I want y'all to shut the fuck up. All right? Don't be in here bragging. I don't need that. I don't need you to rub it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's unnecessary, really. If you think about it, you don't have to really rub it in. Yeah, he was killed by a vape. Now, his family, whoever made that vape, his family gonna get some bread. His family gonna get some bread. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This motherfucker still giving bread. This dude crazy. But Epidemic Beats says you plan on doing discussion with other black YouTubers again, like with Angel or Tori, and I mean, they holler at me. I don't go seek out to do panels or anything with people. I don't do that. If somebody holler at me, and you know, we'll go from there. But motherfuckers ain't, you know, ain't nobody hollering at me. I don't mind it. You know, it ain't holding my life back or nothing like that. It is what it is. I let that shit ride. I come over here, I talk to y'all about what I wanna talk about, and boom. Mid Clinton says, "Wow, Team Rob is coast to coast." I got supporters all over the U.S., overseas, in the U.K., in the motherland. I mean, I think I love the support from all over. People that really fuck with what I'm talking about and trying to make, you know, just trying to open their minds up to some shit. I love that though. Stop it. Ashley C says she from Amsterdam. Don't rub it. I almost feel like you're rubbing it in a little bit, Ashley. Like it's not really. I'm not saying you really bragging, like, but just don't rub it in. Y'all can do anything in Amsterdam. Y'all can goddamn do anything over there. Smoke you some weed and buy you some pussy in the same. I mean, within 15 minutes of each other, nobody says a thing. Don't rub it in. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. I know a lot of people do smoke the weed pens because they don't have a smell. I've smoked them before as well. They don't have a smell with it. They smooth. Little weed vape, motherfucker, take them out on their little breaks at work and get fucked up. I don't see how people smoke all up at work. But motherfuckers will use them shits, get fucked up all at work. But I don't want you rubbing in at you from Amsterdam. Don't do that to us like that. Yeah, right. Barack comments on I'm waiting for Virginia to pass some bills. Virginia? Oh, no. Ain't that Commonwealth? I'm not mistaken. Virginia, man. Even I'll just say a lot of these southern states. A lot of the southern states aren't, because their prison population. Their prison population. And the concentration of black people in southern states is it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Hey, I'm down, brother. Conscious Coon Killer. Mad love to you. Say you inspired me to make vids. Maybe we can collab one day. Hey, holla at me. Holla at me. I can see them doing a medical thing in some of the southern states, like making it medical. But you know how some of the states are doing where you can do recreational and all that shit. They're not, you know, they're not going to do it full blown like that, because then they have to deal with their prison population. Then they have to deal with the amount of people that they lock up for smoking, and they don't want to let that go. They don't want to let that go. Lyman, you said Maryland legalized weed. I haven't heard that. Like on a recreational level, or just for for medical? Which one did they legalize in Maryland? I didn't know. I didn't hear anything about recreational in Maryland. I did hear medical in Maryland. Okay, Tony Smith said Maryland decriminalized weed. Okay, I didn't even know that. I thought medical was what was cool up there. But recreational use, even though states can stand to make a lot of money, they are more vested in locking people the fuck up for marijuana. That's more of a big business for them than it is, one, justice, liberty. They don't care anything about that. They don't care anything about that. They're caring about the money they're making off locking black men and women up from the marijuana. Mad love to SK Martin. Says marijuana 2019 USA. It's not going to happen like that. That's a hell of a thought. Yeah, I knew about Cali. Oh no, I knew about Canada. Canada made it legal on every level. Recreational, they made it legal in Canada. But see, the Canada isn't they're not controlled by Big Farm either. We have to also look at the effect that marijuana would have on Big Farm as a whole, which is what we talked about with your boy Cory Booker. Because if they make it legal, people will start treating themselves with the CBD oils and possibly even stepping into the textile. Hemp would, tear down the textile industry. So you got Big Farm privatized prison complex, and the textile industry all taking a monetary hit. And before these people give a fuck, because it's America 3Ks Incorporated. Incorporated, it's a corporation. So before they care about people, they give a fuck about making that dollar. And billions ain't enough. That's how sick these motherfuckers are. It's not enough. So they continue. But you have to look at how many industries will be hit upon the legalizing, even on a recreational level, nationwide. Now, we allow this. We don't force our government to give us answers as to what the fuck is going on with this bullshit. We don't force them to come give speeches or talks or State of the Unions. We don't challenge them that way. How can you continue to pass off this country as a united states, and you can smoke here, but you can't over here? You can do it over there, can't do it down there. You do it around there, can't do it. We allow them to get away with this shit, and we don't care. I don't give a fuck. Guess says they legalize it so they can poison it in black neighborhoods, or you can grow your own. Because see, again, if they legalize it, you can grow your own. I hear this government conspiracy. They're going to poison the weed. Grow your own weed. That way, you ain't got to worry about all that. You just grow your own shit. It's a plant. Don't forget that. It is a plant. Government can't poison your shit as you're eating Doritos, drinking soda. Y'all talking about government poisoning the weed. The water fucked up, you know. It's if y'all worried about them poisoning the weed, but you still at the fast food restaurants, we still, you know, doing all this stuff. Oreos, you know, we eating all that. What's the difference? I just don't feel as though it's productive to speak out against weed or the legalization of weed, because I'm looking at more along the lines of black men and women not being locked up for it. That's more so what I'm thinking about. Government can't do shit to the weed if you grow it yourself. I'm looking at this privatized prison complex. So we speak out against the legalization of weed. Now I understand, you know, people gonna speak out against it, but to me, it doesn't do us as a people, as black people, a benefit to speak out against it. You can think it, I guess, if you must, but don't just come out and just speak out against it, because that's something that will benefit people, and not even people that's wanting to smoke. It's a matter of people being locked up for it. There will be more of what I would be looking forward to. Not that, man, I should sit around and get stupid high. I heard some video, somebody was talking about if everybody able to get high to make black people not be motivated or some shit like that. And it's just like, don't speak out against it. Because even the people that ain't necessarily gonna smoke, we have to look at the fact that there are a lot of black people being locked up for this shit. And I think that's what should be the big picture. But we don't think it through like that. I think we should, but we don't think it through like that. So we shouldn't speak against it, in my personal opinion. If you don't like it, fine. That's fine. But don't speak out against it. And don't be coming with the government gonna poison it when you're eating everything else the government produces for you. From lettuce, tomatoes, everything. These seedless fruits out here, everything. But then we, you know, the possibility of legalization of weed, the government gonna do it. Don't do that. It doesn't do us any good to do that, in my personal opinion. I'm sure people may agree, but just don't do that. You're eating everything else. But when it comes to weed, it's just, you know, and I agree, forever my dreams. Weed don't make you lazy. Because I never smoked weed unless I'm at the house and I don't have shit else to do. It's a relaxing thing. Now, some people wake up, smoke, go to work, smoke, you know, everything smoke. But they're doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing it, and it don't got to be legal. If that's what you're going to do, that's just what you're going to do. When I smoke, I'm laying in my motherfucking bed, chilling in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling in the house, and that's when I smoke. So it's not a matter of, well, I can, even if weed was to make me lazy, it ain't gonna have no effect on nothing, because I done did all my work. I done made sure everything was taken care of, and this is what I'm doing to relax. Same way people sip their wine and, you know, drift off, drink their little champagne, drink their little mixed drinks, or we've integrated alcohol into, and nobody says anything about that. Oh, weed gonna make people lazy. But alcohol makes people commit involuntary manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's we have to be fair and balanced when we talk about this shit, when we even thinking about it, because we've integrated alcohol into motherfuckers having nightcaps and middle of the day. You want to drink? You sit on TV all the time, motherfuckers. This got them 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Want some scotch? Want some? Motherfuckers got it set up in their offices, just pouring drinks all day at work, over business meetings, just taking them back, like, and that's integrated into our society. So don't let the conversation about weed make you forget about all of this. Because if you can sit around and get full-blown drunk at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in your office, and that's fine, you can take your shot, and you can take 2 hits of weed, and you should be able to be functional at work too. In my opinion. Rashida says, sound like a law firm in DC I used to work at. Because here's the thing though, but it's integrated into society. I mean, you can see it. Alcohol has been fully integrated, fully accepted. No problem. And that's cool. Nobody talks about, well, alcohol, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to weed, everybody got a whole diatribe of things to say against it. And it doesn't make sense to me. Even if you don't want to smoke, you shouldn't be speaking out against something that could save lives. I mean, you got people that using CBD oil to treat people, their children that have seizures, grown people that having seizures. Like, don't speak out against something that has those benefits when you don't mind alcohol, and alcohol has no benefits at all. Zero benefit in alcohol. Motherfuckers get sloppy, stupid, crazy, drunk, and black out and don't even know what's going on. Don't speak out against something that can have a positive effect on other people's lives. That doesn't make sense to you. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to believe in smoking, but don't speak out against something that has positive effects. It doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion. Look at it. Just look at all the shit that happened when motherfuckers drunk. Hell no. RT Bell says weed probably has never caused vehicular manslaughter. Hell no. Motherfucker drop some ashes in their lap. They might, you know, they might a little something, but not nothing crazy. Like, oh shit, like none of that. That's not weed. You might, oh shit, I dropped. You might, you know, fix your shit real quick, you know. But a motherfucker goddamn full blown sleep with the goddamn alcohol and just guardrail car. It don't matter, you know. Don't matter. Hell nah. Motherfuckers all in the goddamn guardrail alcohol, but everybody wants to come out and have an opinion about weed. The government gonna tap it. The government gonna do something to it. Don't do that. Black folk, we have that. If you're not coming out in support, then don't say shit. That's how I feel. I don't give a damn. I know these smart motherfuckers want to come out here and speak out against weed and what it do. And I even saw something that said weed turn dudes feminine and all this stuff. It's like, I don't know about all that, man. That's a good point, Mia. Mia said they be eating chitlins after church on Sundays. Be like, I don't smoke the devil's lettuce. I'm gonna tell you what's funny about Christians and smoking weed. Even in their Bible, their God tells them that everything that grows on this earth is for your consumption. Outside of poison ivy. I mean, we can't really utilize poison ivy like that. Don't be eating that shit. But it says in the Bible that everything that grows is for you. I put it here for you. So what that means essentially is your God put the weed here for you. That's what it is. That's what he said. So even when I ask Christians about that, they're like, oh, no, not. Like, well, this was what your man said. Everything that grows here is for you. Now, he didn't, y'all still eat shrimp. Popcorn, shrimp, I feel like I'm about to get into like a Forrest Gump rant with Bubba Gump shrimp. Eating shrimp, he done told you don't eat that shit. Don't bother. He ain't say nothing about no weed. He ain't say nothing about no weed. The shit that he told people not to fuck with, they still fuck with. And the shit he didn't say nothing about, that's the sin. Like it makes absolutely no sense. Conscious Coon Kill said, what's wrong with shrimp? I didn't say anything. I don't eat shrimp, but in the Bible, you can't. You're not supposed to eat it. God said it. Wasn't me. I wouldn't treat you like that. I don't personally eat it. But there's nothing in the Bible that says don't smoke marijuana. It's not even addressed. The things that are addressed, people do anyway, doesn't bother them. Ain't my fault. But this is how you can combat Christians with this shit. If you just hit them with like, wait a minute, where's the verse? Y'all got verses for everything. Where's the verse against marijuana? He said everything you grow here is for you. So where's the verse against it? You won't find it. You won't find it. That devil's leaf and all that shit, that came via the propaganda for people to not smoke. That's nothing but straight Christian propaganda. It was never said. Ink Com says he said eat it, not smoking, not smoke it. Smoking changes the makeup of it. Even if you, so you telling me a Christian will say, well, I don't smoke the weed, but I'll eat those weed brownies. That ain't what Christians don't say that. You can't even eat the brownies. You can't even eat the Rice Krispie treats, the candies. They're against the weed. They don't care about whether you're smoking it or not. They don't. That ain't something that they clarify, even if that's what it says, which I don't know about that. But even if that's what it says, it ain't like Christians like, well, yeah, okay, eat it. Weed brownies don't affect me like that. Some of y'all say weed brownies, eating weed make y'all feel worse. It don't affect me like that. It don't affect me like that. RT Bell said that's why they're so damn uptight. They're not really uptight. They just have their particular set of sins. I feel like this racist ass motherfucker Liam Neeson now off of Taken. We found out he was racist as hell. But they have their, you know what he calls it? I have a particular set of skills. Christians have their particular set of sins that they indulge in. They got their sets, whatever those are. They have their particular set of sins. But they got their own ones that they cool with. They're not uptight about everything. That much I know. I was a Christian for 28 years. They ain't uptight. They want you to believe they uptight. They want you to believe that shit. It ain't real. It ain't real. They have nothing to say for their particular set of sins. And if you chill with them outside of that Jesus church and all that, when they're off of being showcased, they do the same shit everybody else doing. Same shit. Some of y'all know it. Some of y'all know it. But y'all have been out here for goddamn 2.5 hours. More than 2.5 hours. With y'all. And I got hungry as fuck, honestly. I got hungry as fuck. I ain't sleepy really, but I am hungry. But I do want to show my love and appreciation for everybody that came here to spend some time with me tonight. Y'all click that like button if you enjoyed the show. We dealt with our topics. We got a little off topic. Y'all know how we do over here. Mad love to all the support. Mad love Team Rob. Y'all already know what it is. To follow me on social media, click the links in the description box. We have to deal with the issues that we have as a community, as a team. We have to. We have to bridge this gap. We have to. If we don't get like this, we all just talking for no reason. We're all saying stuff for no reason. We have to protect our children at all cost. I actually have a video. I'm going to be making a video about this school up in Pennsylvania where this black girl was roughed up by some security officers while a bunch of black children stood around. I'm going to do that in a separate video. That'll be on my other channel. So if you're not subscribed to Team Rob videos, subscribe to that channel. I'll probably make that video sometime tomorrow. We're going to break that down and talk about that as well. But we have to protect our children at all costs. We have to. The molestation that's happening within our community needs to stop. It has to stop. And we can't make motherfuckers stop, but we can make them pay for thinking that they can get away with this shit. We can most definitely do that. The violence that occurs amongst black men and women towards each other needs to stop. And we need to stop being silent about things that black men and even black boys are going through. Because even with the conversation of molestation, it's only about, most of the time, it's going to be little girls being talked about. When we're talking about domestic violence, we're talking about women and girls that's going through that. We need to open this conversation up to allow black boys and that grow to be black men to feel as though they can come out here and tell their stories and not be judged. And we need to be against the wrong, against the violence that we have towards each other, because it has residual effects on us as a people, on our mentalities. It creates the hate that we have for each other because of the experiences that we share with each other. We got to fix that shit. We have to. Fuck J-Lo, fuck the Emmys, fuck Cory Booker, and the Illuminati is targeting 21 Savage. That's a recap. All right. Mad love to y'all. I will see y'all next week. Again, subscribe to my Team Rob video channel. I'll be putting some material on content up on there tomorrow. And I'll see y'all next week. I'm out.